Yeah, so we're back again talk about another topic on the agenda. For the first time I check out one of the videos on the channel here, you can just feel free to check out other posts. If you appreciate the content, you can like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification button so you know every time a post come out. So what I want to talk about in this post is HR, aka human resource, what them used to refer to back in the days as personnel. Now I know a whole of people are going to be able to relate to what I'm going to talk about in other posts. Alright, so enough companies have a HR department or a HR person or so, whether it's a manager or a HR officer or something along those lines, right? Some companies, depending upon the size, they might have several persons. So we know the big company, they maybe like a Grace or a Wisink or Jamaica Producers or them big company there. Them more of an established form of a HR department. And then of course, you know, say some company, depends on the size, them probably not an HR person. They might have a person where them outsource the work to the person. They might come in one couple of days or the person just do some consultation or them things. So no, I don't know, a real HR thing. So maybe I just like the owner, the CEO or whatever, managing director might try to do some of them stuff, the hiring and firing and all of them something. Now for me personally, every company with me ever work with, them always have a HR. Whether a department with more than one person or just one person who deal with everything. So the main thing I want to talk about still is this myth where some people have, where them feel say the HR department or HR person really there for them well-being. Or to make sure say everything alright with them as it relates to the company, right? I'm gonna say the myth is that's what people think. But the truth of the matter is, the fact is that HR is a management tool. HR really did it and exists to ensure say management not getting in no trouble when it comes to employment laws and all of them things there, all of the legal things them relating to the work environment and all of them stuff there. So remember, HR get paid from the same person who you are get paid from. Most of the time, right? You know, say some companies might have union and all of them things there, so it easier for them from a standpoint of dealing with HR as opposed to some other company. But we know saying that the majority of cases when most companies have union and them thing there, it's a different kettle of fish when you deal with HR. So you have to be careful when you go to HR with, right? Especially if it's a case where you have an issue with maybe like a manager or maybe a boss or something like that. And the biggest thing now, if you have a boss or a manager who vindictive and then you have somewhere along with the vindictiveness, them victimize the workers, them and all of them stuff there. So you have to be careful who you go to HR about. You go to HR with certain things, make sure say you have your evidence. We can back up everything what you say. If it's a complaint you go make. Right? So over time still me benefit because we in a meeting with HR people or managers and all of them things. So me have an idea of how them think, and then me have an idea like even though they might say certain things to you, I know say something different them I think, or them just give something for hold on pan. As me hear one of them tell me personally one time, say I have to learn to be a hypocrite. Yeah man, a HR person tell me that directly. So I have to learn to be a hypocrite. So you see, enough time, I know a lot of HR persons, whether manager or just HR officers, I say, them will go in at the job with good intention, and even while there, them have good intentions and stuff, but it's just the fact that them really can't do certain things outside of what management want them to do. So you might go to them with a legitimate issue, but what am I gonna do? Basically, if them do anything about certain issues, it's like them I go against where the management I say. And as me say again, them I get paid from the same people or same person who you are get paid from. And sometimes as well, them will tell you what you want here or what them feel say you want here if you make you say, alright, HR might concern about where HR might depend on which side, but I don't really say you go. As obviously, as me tell you, same people them I work for. Some of them that them go to school for learn how to deal with certain situations, for tell the workers them a certain thing, even though them can't necessarily do nothing about it. And yeah, sometimes too, where you will go to HR with a particular issue and really something bad where you go to them about, but them have the same mindset as the person them where you have an issue with, manager or owner them people, they might have the same mentality. So some of them really just not care. So you will go there and you will tell them whatever the situation is and them will say yes or no or whatever, but behind the scene, nothing. I can tell you too, more often than not, if you have a meeting with HR or management about a particular issue, 9 out of 10 times, one of two things are going to happen in the meeting there. Either HR person not going to really say much, or for more sides, they are going to pick up for the company, the manager or whoever the person is in the meeting with them, or what the meeting might be about. So yeah man, me personally experience them things here too, and we know other people who tell me similar things. And sometimes they not even tell me them the kind of things, but based on what them tell me, we know say it basically lead to all of them the same things that we talk about. So the same kind of thing. Bottom line is that HR are not really for the workers. HR are really for the company. And enough people don't really understand that. So you have some managers and some companies where them really put them HR people in some difficult situations. So I talk about them people who them really have a conscience and them try to make them conscience guide them as much as possible. So sometimes what you will find is like a HR person might just decide say, alright, I'm going to leave from this company because I don't like what I go on and I can't do nothing about it. So I find a different job and them just move on. Some company just have a HR person in name and title only, but no real function. I actually work at one company already where they have an HR manager, and the HR manager now have free access to the workers them file. If the HR manager want somebody file, she have to ask the managing director secretary for the file. Now imagine that. So as I say, sometimes people just have certain people employed as a figurehead, but not really with any power, can do nothing or nothing like that. It's just for say them have it. But a thing I noticed though, and this is from working with different companies, it seems as if a lot of these HR people, them have different thoughts and opinions on certain things that we would have considered for this standard. So they might come in and them say, oh, this a policy not right, or that a policy no make no sense, or this can cause problem. And then the next one come in or you go somewhere else and them will tell you something different. Now a lot of them people here now, especially the managers, them actually go to school for these things. So I wonder now how everybody now think along the same lines, or how no, everybody now feel the same way about certain things are supposed to be standard. So I want to leave with everybody on this is, when it comes to HR in your company, just careful where you go to them about, or how you go to them, and what you expect from them, your expectation from them and all of them things, because you never know. As I say, some of them will have good intentions, but them really can't do nothing about it. Alright, so catch you now again.